Welcome to EPI World News Today. I am Jen Wang. For the first time in over 40 years, the world appears to be on the brink of a global epidemic of a new MEV1 virus. More than 30,000 people were known to have died in this outbreak of this MEV1 virus.
The virus might now be making its way around the world, but it's still Hong Kong, where it seemed to begin, that's been hit the hardest. A big percentage of the fatalities so far have been here. People are worried and have been wondering what is going on. The risk of contagion of MEV virus in Hong Kong means no life for the people living here.
A large number of people have been confirmed to have the disease in Kowloon, Minneapolis, London, Tokyo, and Atlanta, Georgia. In a moment, we'll have the latest from the United States. First, Iris Zhao reports from Hong Kong, where the outbreak began.
We are reporting from the refugee center here in Kowloon, and here we have a local named Lan Ning who has recently acquired symptoms of the MEV1 virus. An. So Lan Ning, why do you think the disease spread so fast in society?
Well, as you know, the population of Hong Kong is very dense, and you know there are a lot of people here, and you really can't avoid touching them and you know, talking to them, and then they cough at you and now I cough by myself and the objects around you, you don't know if the virus is in them or not. That's why it's so hard. And now I am sick, and a lot of people are sick already. And you know the symptoms, the cough and colds, they don't look serious at all, you know. And we can't really isolate ourselves because we don't have money. We can't really go to the hospitals. And you know, no one's informing us. We don't know what's happening to us. And I'm sick. I don't want to die.
As you can see, this is what's happening in Hong Kong right now. Reporting from Kowloon, Iris Zhao.
MEV1 is suspected in killing hundreds of people and infecting hundreds more. Now, public buildings and of course the schools and universities and every establishment in Minneapolis affecting thousands of citizens have been closed, and from there our correspondent reports.
Almost everyone here was advised to avoid contact with others. Even handshakes are seen as being risky. The government said that every precaution should be taken, but there should be no panic. The case has started when the virus made its way from the bat to the pig to a person, mutating along the way to become a highly contagious pathogen. This was in Hong Kong when the infected pig was prepared by a chef. That same chef met with the AIMM's Beth Emhoff and transmitted the virus. They were the first two cases. By the time the virus and its attachment site proteins were modeled, the mortality rate was in the low 20s. This is Colleen from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Back to you, Jen Wang.
We have here Dr. Doolittle from the World Health Organization. Dr. Doolittle, we heard this virus is already killing a large number of people. Has the Biosafety Lab done any tests?
Yes, we've actually run several tests with this MEV1 virus.
What have you found out?
Well, we found out that this virus is 6 to 10 genes long, which is very typical of a paraplexia virus. It was also found out that its mutation contained sequences from bats and pigs. The virus contained viral attachment proteins and attached itself to the receptor cells found in the respiratory tract and the central nervous system of human cells.
So, doctor, do you have any vaccines for the disease?
I'm very sorry, but as of this moment, we still don't have a vaccine.
Thank you so much. That is Dr. Doolittle reporting live from the WHO Health Organization, Geneva. The quarantine was ordered after a 25-year-old Filipina stayed in the hotel and then became sick. Among those quarantined in the hotel is Miss Janet Lazaro, and she's on the line with us right now. Miss Janet, thanks so much for joining us now that you've been blogging about your experience. First, let's go back to Friday when you checked out into this hotel. Describe to us that day and when you knew something was wrong.
Well, yeah, I've checked in about 12 o'clock. I can't really remember what exactly happened, but I rode a bus going to the hotel. I think I touched many things like the handrail and the doorknobs.
So in general, what can you tell all the individuals out there watching? How can they prevent spreading and acquiring this disease?
The hygienic practices of a person is highly significant in the individual level because the disease involves physical contact, not only with the people but also with the inanimate objects that have been exposed to the disease. Further, the habit of touching one's face also affects the transmission of the disease.
Thank you so much, Miss Janet, for sharing to us that experience. Thank you so much, Miss Janet, for sharing to us that experience. Thank you so much, everyone. This is a special coverage of the MEV1 virus. Once again, this is Jen Wang from the EPI World News.
Hello everyone, welcome to my show, The Anna Show. Today, we remember the memories of those who died in the MEV1 epidemic. So for any of you who lost loved ones, this is the episode to commemorate them. We have here Dr. Karasig and Dr. Howe from the CDC to tell us what really happened during that episode. So first of all, audience are actually asking me, what did you guys actually do when you heard about the epidemic, that there was a virus spreading?
Well, active efforts to contain the unknown epidemic included isolating all the sick. The World Health Organization has already sent epidemiologists to Hong Kong, where the virus is believed to have originated. Also, Dr. Ian Sussman along with the CDC have both tried to identify the virus and its origin.
They sequenced the virus, identified the origin, and modeled how the virus enters the cells of the lung and brain. The CDC also sent a field agent to Minnesota to identify and prevent further outbreak of the disease. It was discovered that the virus contained both bat and pig sequences. Receptor cells of the virus were found both in the cells of the respiratory tract and the central nervous system. And the virus also attaches itself to the key, like a key slipping into a lock. Efforts were made so that the people could experiment on the virus. And
So I see, that's how you guys did it. So what did you actually find?
the first step in finding the vaccine was the identification of the virus. Once identified, different scientists from the CDC and other institutions tried growing the virus in live cells. And after this was done, the virus was experimented on, and ultimately the staff from the CDC, fortunately, an effective vaccine was able to effectively find the vaccine to the virus MEV1.
Oh, I see. So I have another question for you guys. If you were to repeat everything all over again, would you change anything?
I think it could have been better if the CDC was able to prevent information from leaking out before they were ready to announce it. This would have decreased or prevented chaos from occurring. The vaccine for the disease was tested properly or through protocol.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
What else?
Oh, so what else?
Well, the doctor who discovered the vaccine verified the effects of the vaccine by testing it on herself and exposing herself to the disease. There should have been a type of study like a case control study or an experimental study to officially ensure that the vaccine was really effective.
Thank you so much, Dr. Howe and Dr. Karasig, for being here in the Anna Show. I have some additional opinion about the epidemic event that 2 years ago. I think that it would have been better if the known blogger, Alan Conry, would have been reprimanded earlier on because he started chaos when it wasn't really necessary. So maybe investigations for the pharmaceutical companies could have been done. At the same time, the manufacturers of the pharmaceutical companies should have produced more medicine so everyone would have had the medicine. Well, that's it. So after the break, we're gonna have a book review on What to Do Until Love Finds You. This is perfect book for people who lost their loved ones during that epidemic. Thank you for watching The Anna Show. I'll see you after the break. Like an issue regarding
You. We are reporting here from a refugee So already on countdown.
1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you so much, everyone. This is a special coverage of the ME1.
And and the objects around you, you don't know if they have the virus or they don't. So that's why
Hello everyone, welcome to The Anna Show. And today, oh wait, no, pause muna.
yeah.
So, after the break, we're gonna